All right, welcome back to another live stream on the Fish Show on Innings 25 YouTube channel. I'm your host JayFish, and we are back today with the White Sox deck. And so the MLB regular season is officially over as of yesterday. I'm gonna tell y'all, it flew by. It feels like just yesterday it was opening day. We were super pumped and everything. Time has flown by. I don't know if it's just been for me or if it's been for you guys as well, but the fact that the regular season's already over and we are in playoff season starting tomorrow. So obviously yesterday everything ended up getting settled and everything. Games start tomorrow in the wild card round that will run through, I believe, Thursday, and then obviously I think the divisional round starts Saturday. They get a day off on Friday. I could be wrong, but I think all of the games get played through Tuesday through Wednesday. Obviously best of 3 for all these series and everything. And man, you know what? Let's take a look at this playoff bracket real quick. We're gonna get into what's going on here in a second, which actually, let's just cover what we're gonna do in the stream today. So, the last time we did a stream on this account, we opened up more historic packs, 7 historic packs for last time, did some upgrades and everything. Couldn't get any good upgrades with skills and everyone on our Black Diamonds between Wood and Satchel Paige, I believe. That was pretty rough. And then also, we opened up packs, nothing from Legend packs, from his Vintage packs. We couldn't get another Supreme that we needed, which was Adrian Beltre. We duped, I think, twice. And then finally on the Legend pack, we didn't get anyone that was that useful that we've been looking for, which is Ken Griffey. So it wasn't a great pack opening in the last one, but we got a lot to open up in this one. We're going to be opening up all Team Select packs. So all Team Select themes and stuff like that besides Prime packs. We're going to be opening up Team Select Premiums, Ultimate Team Select Diamonds. We're going to open up some Prime packs and stuff, some Signature packs. We have a lot of them. And then we're going to be doing some TSX packs as well, and maybe a TSS craft, depending on what we're looking like at the end of the stream with all the cards that we get today. So I'm hoping we can improve the team. By the end of the stream, we might have a full team of Team Sigs and then have everyone left to upgrade but Jeter, knowing how this account's gone. But we got a lot to do in this one. Also, there's the 10.1.0 update that came out last week. We will be covering, not a big one, but it did add a new mode again, just like the last update back in August. We'll cover that. We're not going to spend a lot of time on it though, but that's the main, topic and stuff that we're gonna be doing for this stream today. Also, there's a coupon code that will be given out at the end of the stream, a premium trainer ticket and a league ball recharge ticket that's gonna be sent out to everybody. And then if we hit 150 likes a day, there's a bonus coupon to give 2 league ball recharge tickets as well. So if you guys have not subscribed yet, we would highly appreciate it. The goal is 150. Can we get there again? All right, so let's go ahead and show off the playoff bracket and talk about that real quick, and then we're gonna jump into everything. All right. Sorry, we have a lot to do in this one, so I'm trying to go through this stuff as quickly as possible because I don't want to be here until like 9 o'clock. Not that I don't want to spend time with you guys, but we have a time limit on these streams compared to my own. So let's switch this over and let's talk baseball for a second, and then we'll get this thing going. All right, so the field is set, as you guys can see by this postseason picture, the 2025 MLB playoffs. My Red Legs somehow did it, y'all. This time last week on the Rival stream, I was saying, are we gonna get there? I don't know. We were tied with the Mets. We dropped 2 out of 3 against the Pirates. The Mets had a game lead on us. I'm like, that's a GG's. We're playing the Brewers, the best team in the league in terms of record. It's not looking good for us, and they finish off with the Marlins. Well, we take 2 of 3 against the Brewers. The Mets lose 2 of 3 against the Marlins. We ended up tied with them at 83 and 79, and we end up having the tiebreaker with them to get into playoffs for the first time since COVID. It's tough. It's tough for Reds fans out there. Being my hometown team, it's awesome to see them back. And not only that, they're facing my other favorite team in the Dodgers. So the Reds are my hometown team. Love them because of that. My Dodgers are facing them in the wild card round for the first time, well, in the playoffs, I should say, for the first time since 1995. It's been 30 years this year. The last time they played each other, I wasn't even born yet, y'all. I wasn't even thought of. Think about that. So this is the first time in my lifetime I've seen my 2 favorite teams playing. It's going to be a tough series to watch because obviously I want both to win. But no matter what happens, one of my teams are advancing in that wild card round, so I'm not going to complain about that. And the only reason I would pull for the Reds more than the Dodgers is because I live in Cincy. The Reds are playing the whole wildcard series in LA. All 3 games are in LA. The only way I could get a playoff game and attend one here in Cincinnati is if they beat the Dodgers, and then they would have a guaranteed game in Game 3, I believe, of the NLDS against the Phillies, which would be next Wednesday, October 8th. So the only way I could go to a playoff game is if the Reds win. That's the only kind of thing where it's like, okay, if the Reds could win, that'd be cool. But if not, it's going to be fun, y'all. I'm excited. And then obviously we got the Cubs and Padres in the other wild card game in the NL. We got Boston and Yankee. That's going to be awesome, y'all. I think this is the first time since 2021 they're playing. I think they were, the ALDS in 2021? I could be wrong. And then we got Detroit and the Guardians as the other wild card matchup in the AL. Detroit with an epic downfall. 15.5 games, what? How many games were they up last when they were at 15.5? Like, what point in the season were they up 15.5 points? 15.5 games. Because the Tigers were up 15.5 games. I think the Guardians had like a 2% chance of making the playoffs. They end up taking the division from the Tigers. Is that not crazy or what? The Guardians take it, but they're still playing each other, obviously. So that's that. And then the Mariners got the 2 seed. They get a bye. The Blue Jays got the 1 seed. They also get a bye. They'll be playing the Yankees, the Red Sox. The Mariners will be playing either the Guardians or Detroit. Philly was a 2 seed, got a bye. Will either play the Reds or Dodgers. And then the Brewers obviously got the number 1 seed in the NL, and they'll be playing either the Padres or the Cubs. And that will start this weekend and the next weekend with the divisional series. So, y'all, let me know. How are we feeling about the playoffs? You guys excited? Did your team make it? How did your team look at the end of this? I know we had some people that were Boston fans that were really not sure what was going to happen. You guys got in. Exciting stuff, y'all. Exciting stuff. So let's switch this over, and I'm going to be shouting you guys out, and let's get this thing going. We got Delray Post. Good to see you here. Who else is in here? We got Kate Moo. Glad you can make it. Carlitos. What is up? Glad you can make it back. Liam S. Good to see you. The Dogs of Fire Entertainment. Good to see you. Jeffrey Iverson. What's up? Kyle, I see you in there. GG Slump, what's up, baby? Mariners, yes, sir. It was nice to see the Dodgers sweep the Mariners to end the season on a nice little sweep right there. But honestly, they won't even play each other because of being in different leagues until the World Series if they both made it there. But how are Mariners fans feeling going into the postseason getting swept? That's the only question I have for you guys, because a lot of times teams that are hot going into the playoffs make runs. Not saying that they can't get hot or anything, they won't do well. But Sunday Golfer 79, what is up? Glad you can make it. 2018 Fireballs. Welcome back, my man. Good to see you. I believe 2018 has a stream scheduled for after this one at 8 as well, guys. So that's another reason we got to pack this up before then. Glad you can make it, my man. Good to see you here, brother. MD, glad you can make it. What's up? Got Griffey Sig on your Mariners deck. Let's go, baby. Good stuff. 84, my savior, glad you can make it. Thank you. I appreciate it. As a Reds fan, it's been tough. I mean, before 2020, I think the last year was 2013 or 2014 was the last time we had been in the playoffs before then. So it's been few and far between. But the Blue Jays, Ben R, what's up, by the way? Anthony, good to see you here as well. Glad you can make it. I mean, I'm 25, Derek from Kansas. Yes, sir. Glad you can make it back, my man. PR King, what is up? Who else is in here? Any info on the new Supremes? I don't have anything. I have seen leaked stuff on Reddit that is not confirmed. But besides that, I don't have any concrete details or anything to confirm on this stream. So obviously, the last bit of historic players for 7th historic players, we got what? 20 hours, it says? Yeah, no, 15 hours. It was 20 hours earlier today. So, oh, no. Where is that at? No, we already bought it. It was on either which way. We got like a day left or something with these historics from the 7th, which means if they're doing more, which obviously, if they continue to do that, that would be here this week. So we'll know everything confirmed either. Well, technically it should be October 1st if it stays on schedule when we lose those. So Mike Barr, good to see you here and as well. Glad you can make it. Ralph, LOL Mets. So Mets fans, I have to ask, how do you guys feel in terms of all the signings you guys made, all the hype, and then they go and lose 2 of 3 against the Nationals last week, the end of last week, and then lose 2 of 3 against the Marlins? I thought for sure they had it locked up, especially when they were finishing off with the Marlins and we lost 2 of 3 to the Pirates. When they lost 2 of 3 to the Marlins and we won 2 of 3 against the Brewers, I did not have that on my bingo card. I was counting the Reds out, honestly, after that Pirates series. I thought there was no way the Mets were going to drop that against the Mariners, but they did, and it got my red legs in, so I ain't complaining. Ralph, Brewers, Mariners World Series. Honestly, That would be a fun one to watch too. I mean, both have never. I believe the Mariners, I know the Brewers. I believe the Mariners haven't won a World Series either. So yeah, that would be awesome. Astros out for the first time since 2016. It feels weird, y'all. It feels weird. When I saw that they didn't make it and they got like they're confirmed out, I was like, this is odd. That's literally a decade pretty much of dominance right there. Couple titles in there. That's just crazy to think about the Astros not making it. And they had more wins than the Reds, and they still didn't make it. Just crazy how that works. Playoff game is somehow best the Dodgers. I would love to. If they can beat the Dodgers and they get that divisional game, I'm gonna at least look into getting tickets on that Wednesday. It'll depend on prices and everything and availability, but in my schedule. But I would love to. Reds Guard World Series, Ohio against the world right there, baby. 15.5 midsummer. That's crazy. Tigers fans, goodness. Let's see what else is in here. Did I miss anyone else? Going to NLDS game 2 next Monday. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Who else is in here? We got the Speedy. Good to see you here as well. Eric, glad you can make it. Phillies don't win it. They'll dope. I'm confused. The Boys of Summer, glad you can make it. Brandon, glad you can make it as well. Austin, glad you can make it as well. All right. We got PR King, Funway Nation. Glad you can make it. LRO News, what is up? Did I miss anyone else coming in here? See Austin, glad you can make it. Blazes, good to see you as well. Ohio World Series would be so cool. Odium, what's up? All right, we're caught back up. You guys haven't said let's say what is up. I'll shout you guys out. We can continue to talk baseball and the playoffs and stuff throughout the stream, obviously, but we got to get this thing started, y'all. We got a lot to do. So first things first, let's cover the events going on. We got some new ones. I don't know if I've covered this since it came in. I don't remember the last time if this was in, but we got the special bingo ball event. Pretty much play your different modes or all the modes that you want to be able to get your 400 available points each day. You get a free spin or a free roll on the bingo board, and then you get up to 400 points. And then you can also choose 2 more spots on the bingo board for I think what 100 or something stars each, for up to 7 total spots on the board each day. Once you fill a board, you get all the items here plus whatever for that round up to round 5 to get your blue change ticket plus everything else there. We've had this before. I'm not going to go in depth and show you guys how to do this. We've done it before. We have a lot to do today. If there's any questions, let me know. Also, we got a new postseason 2025 event going on. It's just like the opening day and the All-Star one. Pretty much you play your 30 league mode games a day. You can get up to your 300 points, and then you can use these points in the special shop, the 2025 postseason special shop, where you have all these items, including the blue and green change tickets, signature pack, premium skill change tickets, bat flips, all that stuff. So that'll last about a month, and it's the postseason theme. Nothing's new here. It's probably one of the easiest events to get down as well. Also, I don't know if I've covered this event since the last stream 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I've covered this Wish Skill Draw event, I think in the last stream. So I don't need to cover this one. Any questions, don't let me know. And then last but not least, we also got another postseason event. It's the postseason hit event. This will go on for a little over a month. It's just like the off-season hit event and the All-Star hit event we've had. You do your hit each day. The more hits you accumulate, you get everything up to a signature player pack of 25, and then I believe each, I think for the month of October, yes, starting on October 1st, you can get up to 5 bonus hits by completing these missions up here. These 3 missions each day for 5 days, you can get up to 5 bonus hits to get it done quicker as well, or get more items in here. Any questions, let me know, but this event has not changed at all. I think since I started streaming and playing this game, if I'm being honest, so. Besides changing rewards and amount of chances it takes, so. All right, let's see. Did I miss anyone else coming in here? I did. Got the season tickets to the Mariners. Nice. Tatiana, what is up? Glad you can make it. H-Town, we're getting new cards next month, like new SIGs or new Supremes. If everything stays on schedule how it has been in the past, Historics for 7th end here tomorrow, I believe, is what the time is on it, and then October 1st when we get new ones. I don't have any confirmation to give. I've seen leaks about stuff, but none of that stuff is confirmed. So we'll see. So we should know within the next 24 to 36 hours based off of the past in terms of time frame and stuff. So, and obviously once that stuff comes out, if it does, we would be covering that in the following stream, and that would be 2 weeks from now because we'll do Rivals in the following week. So Pro NYY, what is up? Glad you can make it. Who else is in here? Jose, glad you can make it. Intercede for me so game grants you a supreme. I'm hoping it does. I'm hoping it does. Preacher Man, what is up? Glad you can make it. Going out as a Brave and Kershaw pitching his last regular season game. Yes. Kershaw being done. Growing up, people wonder, how was I a Dodgers fan? Dad grew up liking the Dodgers because of their color blue. Same reason why I like the Seahawks. He liked the Seahawks color blue. Very simple man right there. Growing up, I always liked the Reds though too, because they were in Cincinnati. I got to actually go see their games at the Cincinnati Reds ballpark, Great American Ballpark. Essentially, that's how I grew up to like both teams, even though they used to be division rivals, because the Reds used to be in the West Division way back in the day, all the way up, I believe, until the 90s. So they used to be rivals. People are like, how do you like them? That's the reason why. And then I grew up, Kershaw was my guy pitching wise. I mean, since I really started to understand the game of baseball and get into baseball, that's who I've been watching. Matt Kemp was a big guy for me growing up. And then for me with the Reds, Brendan Phillips. That was my guy growing up, along with obviously Ken Griffey Jr. Ken Griffey Jr., my all-time favorite player. Brandon Phillips, though, the plays he had made at second base. So those are really the guys that like helped frame me and really build my love for the game even more on both of those teams. And so Kershaw going away and retiring after the season, that one hits hard for me right there. That was my pitcher. That's really, yeah, it's I'm not gonna cry on stream because there's no reason to, but gosh darn it, man, it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird. G Thompson, we already clicked on the word wish because I remember showing that off in the last stream because you guys reminded me then. Dan, glad you can make it. Yes, we're gonna be covering club games. We're not gonna go in depth today, and I'll tell you why in a second, but we'll cover that in the updates. Dante, what is up? Nice. 333 Control Master. Let's go, baby. Good stuff on that one, my man. That card's going to be nasty. Carlitos, what is up? Maynard Ramirez, that's one of my top guys I would love to see. Would love to see that. Sunday Golfer, what is up? Good to see you. Shadowfire, glad you can make it as well. Luigi, good to see you as well. Caesar, what is up? Votto-matic, yes. I loved Votto growing up, but Brandon was my guy. Obviously, once Brandon, all that team was gone, Votto was my guy for the Reds, being the old timer and stuff, consistent and everything. But Brandon, I didn't always like the best, like the top player on the team. I think what really did it for me with Brandon was the incredible plays he made. Like I felt like he was like Superman. Some of the plays I'd see making diving plays and stuff, that's really what caught my attention more so. I didn't really understand growing up how much the average meant and stuff like that, and on base percentage and everything. I was just, when I was younger and those guys were playing, I just like to see incredible stuff happen, and he had amazing plays, some of the smoothest plays as well. So that's why I would say my love was more for Brandon growing up than it was Votto when they were both playing. Yes, he definitely was never the best on the team, especially when it came to batting and everything, but that was just a guy that was just made spectacular plays. That's like the dude that you sit there and you remember, holy cow, like that play was incredible. Like I could go back and think about that, and it just stays stuck on your mind. All right, so I don't even remember where I was at. I think we just finished covering the events. It's already 7:19. We're going to cover the update quickly and then get into packs because we have a lot to open up today. Also, if you guys have not liked already, the goal for the bonus coupon today is 150 likes to get a coupon for 2 League Ball Recharge tickets on top of the normal one of a Premium Trainer Crew ticket and a League Ball Recharge ticket. So if you guys have not liked, we'd highly appreciate that. Let's try and get there as soon as possible. If you guys have subscribed, we highly appreciate it as well. Noah, what's up? Michael, glad you can make it as well. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the update. Not a big one, but it did add a new mode, and I think you guys, I think you guys will like it. So the new update 10.1.0 added the new club custom games. So essentially, as you can read right here, a new club custom game feature has been added, allowing any club member to freely host a tournament. So essentially, you can take the club power ranking tournament that they added, and you can make your own tournaments now. So instead of it running via come to us in the game and only hosting the top teams, which is what the top 96 with the wildcard round now, instead of hosting the top 96 teams, pretty much anyone can go and do their own tournament. can start up their own tournament and everything. It can be accessed without limits. Hosting a game costs a certain amount of stars though and everything. Essentially, you can run a custom game, custom tournament, and see who comes out on top. Which we're not gonna go into detail in this one because I will go ahead and tell y'all. We have already talked about doing a live stream and or live streams in the future with this mode involving you guys and hosting a tournament on this stream involving you guys and seeing who comes out on top. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let you guys know we're not gonna cover that in depth in this stream because we're planning on doing a stream and or streams in the future involving this mode and really getting you guys involved. So that's the plan, is to be able to actually show this feature off and do streams with this feature in the future. So I think that would be really cool to get you guys involved, and I think this is a perfect mode for these streams and really for you guys to be able to show off your teams and everything. So, but it's a really cool way to be able to face off against other teams that you want to and really see who is the best amongst you and everything. Besides that, in terms of like rewards and stuff like that, it's not like you're gonna get crazy stuff like the club power ranger stuff before. But yes, it's a new kind of free play mode where you get to do your own thing essentially. So we're not gonna go into that today because we have a lot to do, but the plan is eventually, we're planning on eventually doing a stream involving this and you guys. So all right, next up we got the player upgrade storage added. This is something that I had talked about, I feel like years ago. And essentially, just like we got a skill storage slot, it gives you an extra upgrade storage slot for your training and all that stuff. So essentially, you can have 2 trains on your player at one time. This would have been great if it came out back before or right around the time they changed the meta to make fielding good. You spend all those points to get your trains when fielding isn't important for pretty much the whole duration of the game since it really started, or at least since I started playing, where fielding wasn't important. They change it. You spend all these points and resources and getting these trains with bad fielding, and then you have to go and change it to get better fielding. This is something I wish we had when that happened, because you could have kept the train that you spent all your time on before, and then you could have experimented with the fielding and stuff on the other storage slot and not lost everything that you had done before. A couple years late, y'all. But they finally added. I'm not going to be upset now. There's still guys on my Dodgers deck that I never went back and retrained just because I couldn't get myself to. And now that they added this, I might actually go back to my Dodgers deck and experiment with some trains and actually change some guys over to fielding that I never did because I was just I was being stubborn. I was upset. So yeah, you guys get to hold on to your other trains, and you can actually now go ahead and do a new train and not have to worry about messing up the one that you tried to perfect. So that finally got added. Let's see what else. We don't need to show anything else on that. It's pretty simple. Skill storage UI got changed a little bit. Also, MLB postseason pick'em update is here. So starting on the 30th, so tomorrow, the postseason pick'em will update. Regular season was done as of yesterday with the regular season ending, so that's the same thing essentially as we've had in the past. Pick'em, but for postseason, and it's just accumulated. So it's not how many you can get in a row; it's how many you can get correct throughout the postseason to get all your rewards. We're not going to show that off. If you have any questions, let me know. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the update. Nothing huge. And if you guys want to see stuff on the new club mode that got added where you can host your own power tournaments and stuff, we will be showing that off hopefully here in a future stream here soon involve you guys. So if there's any questions, let me know. But that pretty much does it for the update. Not a huge one, but we got a new mode and a feature that I feel like should have been added years ago. But you know what? Better late than never. All right, if you guys are ready to get into some packs today, get the hashtag ready in the chat because we got a lot to open up. We've been saving these up literally since July. Yeah, I think that we have the most ever packs in terms of like TSSs and SIGs and everything that we've ever had in a stream, and that's saying a lot. But who else is in here, by the way? CSS, glad you can make it. Yes. So it is costly because of that. It does take stars and everything. It's not the exact same as a club tournament, but it's the easiest way for me to explain it right now without showing you. Obviously, we'll show that off in the new one, but yes, correct, CSS. It's not exactly like the old Power Ranking tournament or the club tournament. It's obviously different than that because it's not the same thing, but... Enrique, what is up? Glad you can make it. Pencil, 5 years too late. Yes. 2018, 2022. When was the fielding meta? When did the fielding meta come into the game? I can't remember. Was that 23 or 24? I don't remember. Blazes, what is up, by the way? Glad you can make it. Did I miss anyone else coming in here? Just made in spam redistribution tickets on guys who needed new field trains. I mean, I wish we could go back in time. I really do. Speedy, what's up, by the way? Aiden, glad you can make it. Good to see you in here. Speedy, glad you can make it as well. All right, so here is the rundown of all the packs we have to open up today. So here is a squad, by the way. We need a third, well, I guess we could get a better third baseman, I believe. I don't think Moncada's the best third baseman. We could definitely get a better first baseman. We could get a catcher for sure. We need to fill out the bench. We got pretty much the rotation. We could technically get someone better, I think, than McDowell. He's a 71. There's definitely, I think, a better option than him. So if we got another top tier starting pitcher, we could replace him. That's why we haven't invested a lot in him. But we need bullpen, guys. We have not got a single bullpen team sig yet or Supreme or anything. Obviously, we haven't had any Supremes in the bullpen in a little bit, so that hasn't been possible. But the bullpen is our biggest work today. That's the biggest need. So that's really what we have to hope for in this one. I'll take some other top guys and fill out other positions, but the bullpen, we really got to start getting going. But this is what we're working with. So unique exclusive signature pack, we're not going to do that until this team is getting closer to end game and we only have a couple of players left that we need. We got 4 TSSs. We got 17 normal signature packs. We got 2 special signature packs. We got 2 special TSS pitcher/batter signature packs. A special TSS plus pitcher/batter pack from the seasonal package back in July that we never got to open up. A special position selective signature pack. 4 prime packs, 4 team select prime packs. We're going to be opening up the team select diamond packs, not the live one though. We're going to be opening up the ultimate team select packs and then all the team select premium packs. So we're doing a team select theme and then all special packs with the primes and signatures. So we have a lot to open up in this one. If we can't improve our team today from this one, I think the luck is completely gone on this account. The worst ever stream/pack opening we've had was the last one where we didn't get anyone new with the historic packs, legends, vintages, and everything. We didn't get anyone that actually added to our team, which was the first time. This team has had crazy luck. I'm thinking we get, hopefully, our first bullpen guy today. If we can get a bullpen guy or a couple, I'll take that as a successful stream. Obviously, any other position would be cool, but we need to start filling that out. So we'll see what happens, and we'll also be able to do a TSS craft. Baseball 9 and everything, glad you can make it. Don't miss anyone else coming in here. Tatiana, good to see you as well. I don't know how to pronounce the name, but I saw you in there. You said hi, you're Korean. Welcome into the stream. I hope you have fun today. And we're about to get this thing going. Let's go. Ken Griffey today. So, you beat me to it, Speedy. When we're doing team select packs, we're not going to be doing White Sox anymore. The reason for that is because we're continuing our quest for Ken Griffey. We're trying to get his legend card, even though, yes, they have the signature red cards in there and the signature Mariners. He doesn't have a signature White Sox. So we already have a full team of diamond cards, and we have a S set deck of Chicago White Sox cards. So we don't really need the Chicago guys anymore. We're going to be honest, besides upgrades, which that's not a problem with all the resources we have. So with these, we're going to continue to do Mariners on these team select premium packs like we were doing on the Angels deck before we ended that squad and moved on to this one. So everything today, team select pack wise, is going to be trying to get a legend. I've only done it once in my 5 years almost of playing this game on my main account of getting a legend from a premium pack, but it's possible. Let's do this thing. The quest to get a special Griffey, because we pulled Griffey from a wish pack once he got added in the game as a normal player, but I don't count that, obviously. All right, let's go ahead and do this thing. White Sox, 113 of these bad boys. How many primes and diamonds do you think we get from these? First 10, we get nothing. I'm going to say we get 2 diamonds, no primes. Are we going to have the 2018 luck and get absolutely nothing? All right, first 10. Is there anyone? I mean, I would take a bullpen guy, obviously. I'm really looking for the bullpen guys. Obviously, these other cards we can use as upgrade. Oh, what am I doing? I just said I'm doing Mariners, and I went and did the White Sox. and I just clicked on it again. I'm ending stream. I literally just go on for about a minute saying that we're going to be doing all Mariners for these Team Select Premium Packs, and the first 20 I did were White Sox. Hey, at least I didn't click the wrong team when doing a signature pack. You know what? It could have been much worse. It could have been much worse. I would rather choose the wrong team on these Team Select Premium Packs than do it when we got the signature packs. It could have been worse, y'all. It could have been worse. All right, we just wasted 20 on the White Sox, but we didn't pull a legend in those, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, I would rather be the messed up, like I said, on the premiums than that. It's a tradition, yeah, it is. It is 2018. All right, let's go ahead and keep on going. So nothing yet. Already through 40. Jay Mistake Fish, yeah, that was a mistake right there. That was definitely Mistake Fish. All right, we're a little over halfway through now. Bob, what's up, by the way? I had a brain fart. I did. I was sitting here telling you we're doing Mariners as I opened the White Sox, and then I realized it, and I opened another White Sox. I meant to hit okay. I fat fingered my mouse. There's the big dumper right there, aka Mr. Home Run 60 Home Run Club. Okay, I have to ask, since we just pulled 2 cows, I just noticed this one over here. MVP debate. Is there even a debate between him and Judge, or is Judge the clear runaway? Or do you think Cal is the clear runaway? I gotta ask you guys that question. I want to, I'm gonna start that. I'm probably gonna rile up the chat on that one. What are your guys' thoughts? Is Judge the MVP or is Cal? I have my answer. Birds, what is up? Glad you can make it. 3P says Judge. 50 base. Yeah. Preacher Man says Cal. Ben R says Judge. Jay says Cal. Judge. Cal for MVP. You know what? Yeah. You know what, producer? Go ahead and put out a poll. Who should be MVP, Judge or Cal? That's actually a good call. Instead of having you guys just put chats and stuff, let's let the chat decide in the stream here with the poll. My producer can go ahead and get that poll set up and put it on there. Who's gonna win MVP in the AL? Cal or Judge? Or who do you think should win it? All right, so I said we were gonna get 2 diamonds and no primes from this. We got a prime right there. All right, let's go ahead and actually flip this over. All right, and let's see. Got ourselves a pitcher. What are you guys' thoughts? It's definitely gonna be a bullpen guy. I'm thinking, I honestly don't even know. Obviously, it's gotta be a Mariner. I mean, you know what team this is, and there's what? I don't even know how many cards they have, so. Seawald right there. Okay, that's a solid card. Not bad at all. Not bad at all, especially for a bullpen guy. All right, let's switch this back. All right. Whose team goes further? So the only thing is the MVP awards are only going to be based off of the regular season. So the playoffs have actually no effect on the voting. If it did, though, that would have to be taken into consideration. Because Judge, obviously, you can make the case that Judge has really struggled in the postseason compared to his regular season over the years. So, also, we are 50 likes off 100, guys. 50 more likes to get the bonus goal. If you guys have not already liked, we would highly appreciate guys. If you guys haven't subscribed, we highly appreciate that as well. I'm not sure if my producer's gonna get the poll up on this one or not. But if we do, you guys will be able to vote on a poll between Judge and Cal. But while we're talking, who do I want to win MVP? Cal. Voter fatigue is a real thing. You see it happen in the NBA and stuff like that. Who do I think is going to win the MVP? Judge. Judge is probably, when you look at the stats, especially when it comes to hitting, I know that Cal's a catcher and stuff, and yes, he won a platinum last year, but his defense hasn't been as good as this year. Yes, he had the most home runs, but Judge led in almost every other category league-wide. Judge, based off of the stats, should win it, in my opinion. Who do I want to win it? Cal. Who do I think is going to win it? Judge. Judge is a guy that could win it every year. It's kind of like LeBron. And Ohtani, he's most likely going to win the MVP this year. Obviously, Kyle Schwarber made his case, but with Ohtani pitching now again, Ohtani locked it up. I don't even think it's a conversation in the NL with Ohtani. That's another. Would love to see Schwarber win it, even though I'm a Dodgers fan and Ohtani guy. But I just don't see Ohtani not winning it. Those guys have both had such incredible seasons stat-wise again. I don't know. And so we got to vote. We got our poll up there. So our producer just put up a poll. Who is going to be the AL MVP? Aaron Judge or Cal? Let's see what you guys end up choosing. So yes, Cal did lead the AL in the RBIs. That is true. He did lead in that. Judge won the batting title for the whole league as well. For the whole league, MLB as a whole. So 60 home runs, call teams for a game. Yeah, like I said, he makes his case. What do I think is going to happen, though? I think Judge's going to win it. I would love to see Cal win it just to see someone new. I have who I think is going to win it and who I want to win it. I want Cal to win it. I just don't think he's going to. But the only thing I think Cal has going for him is voter fatigue. In terms of when it comes to the voters. I don't know what's going to happen. So, Ben Boone. Oh, that's crazy. Vintage packs, no, we're not gonna open up vintage packs in this one. Okay, we're done with the premiums. We didn't get any diamonds, but we got a prime. Make it make sense, but okay. Let's go ahead and do the ultimate team select ones. We only got 5 of these. Let's keep going. Well, we got a diamond, no legend, kind of figured. Finally got our first diamond of the day. Ooh. Solid 65 base Garcia. Honestly, not even that bad. Being a 65 is because he's a bullpen guy and the stamina pulls it down. I'm seeing better, but... Alright, now we can finally move on to the team select diamond packs. So let's see, what do we want to start with? We'll start with the normal ones. We got 13 of these. Let's open them up. We're 42 likes off. Can we get there, guys? Can we get there? Kyle, what's up, by the way? Penguin dude, good to see you. So we got no orange glow here. I don't really care who this is gonna be. I was thinking maybe we'd see another Cal. We did not. Got 3 more left. Mango, what's up, by the way? No orange here. Cal, yeah, Mauer being, yes. That is true. Like I said, I really don't know what's gonna happen. What I think is gonna happen is Judd's gonna win it. But like I said, for Cal, there's definitely a case. And I think what would help him is the voter fatigue, which that is definitely a thing with obviously Judge. Ohtani is a different world. It's a whole different realm because he pitches as well. Ohtani, if he does anything remotely close to this every year, how do you ever beat out Ohtani if he continues to pitch at an all-star level and bat at an all-star level every single year? It's just something I don't even know. All right, let's go ahead and keep on going. This debate, my mind's going crazy. Okay, let's go batter right here. I knew as soon as we got into the Judge Cal debate today that it would kind of derail the stream a little bit, but we got to keep going. Essentially, 2018, essentially. There is, like, voter fatigue's a thing, but maybe not when it comes to Ohtani, because if he goes out and has a 2-3 ERA and has himself a season like he did batting, where he didn't even have to hit 50 home runs. Even if it's like a 40 home run season, he's batting like 280. And then he goes out there and he wins 10, 15 games and has a 2-3 ERA and strikes out 150 guys. It's just, how do you, there's just no one even on that level. It's like he needs to have his own award at that point. Mauer did win the batting title that year, so you have Mauer winning the batting title and leading in, and have a better OPS than Cal. You have Cal having the home run title and also leading the AL in RBIs. They each have their own things. What's more important at that point as well? Also, vote. The poll is still up. We'll probably leave that poll up until maybe the end of the stream. I don't know. I'll let my producer decide that. Okay, so all we have left is the special teams like Diamond Pack, and then I think we're done with that, and we can go on to the primes. Okay, we're moving, y'all. Last chance at a legend from these. And you know what? I'm gonna have to go with Miller. You know what? We're gonna go, even though this Cal card is not the greatest, because we're talking about him, and he's a 50 base, I gotta go with Cal. It's only the right thing to do. Last team select Diamond Pack today. Laboratory, what's up, by the way? Okay, let's go ahead and get this thing going. We got 4 team select primes, 4 team select primes. We got 4 normal primes. Let's start with the normal primes. These are not going to be as helpful. How many primes do we have? I don't even think we have any primes on this account, do we? Yeah, we have Tim Anderson, and that's it. Pitching wise, yeah. So anyone but Tim Anderson would be sweet from these team selects. If they're not a diamond, though. Actually, we have some grade increases for prime players only. So if we don't even get a diamond, it doesn't matter. That's actually, that's good to know. We might get some diamond guys on the bench. We'll actually improve our team from these prime packs today. I was not expecting that. The use all feature on the prime finally got added a little while ago, and I'm so glad. All right, we're just gonna flip ball. We're not gonna look at each because we have multiple in this one. So let's see what we get here. Maybe we get a team from these. All right, so we got Hoffner right there. Awesome card, beautiful power. We got Burns right here, another awesome card. We got Woodruff, another awesome card. These are some awesome primes right here. And then Victorino. You know the meme where it has like the dragons and you have like the serious face, and then like the one with the little tongue. Not saying this card's bad, but look at all these cards and then look at Victorino. I mean, Hoffner, yes, has a 69 overall base, but he's a DH and a first baseman. So obviously this stuff's gonna be lower anyways. Look at those basic stats, batting stats. So all right, let's see. Let's go ahead and do the team select ones. We're gonna go White Sox in this one, not Mariners. Not gonna make that mistake here. Imagine we pull out a diamond right here. Okay, it doesn't matter because we have 3 of the prime diamond, or the 3 of the primed only grade increases. So they're all silvers right here, of course. So now we have to use intermediates, I believe, as well. But you know what? It's all good. Let's go ahead and flip and see who we get. Anything but Tim Anderson. And the first one we pull is Tim Anderson. Not useful. Hendricks is useful as of now because we don't have a special team card in the bullpen yet. They're all normals. And we don't have a Hendricks Sig yet. So that is actually someone we will make a diamond with a prime grade increase ticket, put him in the bullpen. Durham we already have as a Sig, and then we duped Hendricks 21. So we pulled a Tim Anderson that's dupe, and we duped Hendricks all within this 4. And Durham isn't useful because I believe we already have Durham in a 1. So you know what? We actually got an improvement right there. I'm not gonna complain. I am not gonna complain about that one. Yeah, we got Durham R1 already as a Sig, so that was useless, but let's go ahead and actually do that right here. Might as well. Hendricks, yeah, we don't have Hendricks, and we don't, yep, beautiful. Make him a gold, and then we'll make him a diamond, just so you guys can see that on the stream. We'll put him in after. And then it doesn't matter, because the grade increase is always maximum on this one as well, so. Hendricks. So we just improved the bullpen a little bit. Not a Sig, but better than a normal. I ain't complaining. I did not know if these would be useful today, and they were. All right. So there's our Diamond Hendricks. Bullpen improved already. Okay, let's go ahead and now open up sig packs. We're gonna start with, oh, I forgot we have a mileage sig pack as well. And I think we still have a sig pack here in the player recruitment, the 3,000 star one each month. We do. All right, so we have the 3,000 star sig pack in the player pack shop. We got the mileage sig pack, and then we'll get into the other sig packs. So let's start here with this 3,000 star one. First sig pack of the day, baby. Let's go. All right. How many teams will we get today from non-team packs? Will we even see one today? I don't know. First one, let's see. 3, 2, 1. All right. So I do have my Dodgers deck that I pretty much retired in terms of pack openings, but I still play occasionally here and there and try to work on upgrades and stuff. Kind of a troll, but not really, because this isn't Turner's best year. I think this is actually one of his worst years, and he would never make my Dodgers squad, so I actually don't really care about that one as much. So I love Justin Turner, but definitely better out there. Definitely better out there. So Penguin Dude says 2. 2018 says 1. We'll see. We'll see. All right, let's go on ahead and do the mileage one, which, man, we're almost close to 2 mileages. That's crazy. It's been that long since we did a pack opening. Worst Dodgers sig, actually. I knew it was his worst. I didn't know if it was the worst of all of them. That's actually sad. I haven't checked the collection in a while. All I know is that we pulled the Beltra on this one, and that one really hurt my soul. But all right, let's go ahead and see who number 2 is here in the mileage pack. Chapman 23. Obviously better years for other teams. But man, Chapman's longevity. Let's talk about that. Goodness gracious, man. He's still in awesome shape, still throwing consistently in the hundreds. This guy, man, you guys think he's a Hall of Famer? All right, so we've started with a Dodger and a Ranger. Okay, we got 17 normal sig packs. Let's open our first 10. Will we see a diamond from these today? We do not. All right, so we're gonna go left to right, and then we'll save the golds for last. So we gotta start busting these out because we only got 13 minutes left. Let's start on number 1. So we start off with Benintendi or Royal. Definitely better cards out there, but may help you as a Royals deck. Chapman first ballot. Ooh, okay. I would love to see him be a first ballot. I mean, with his I think the longevity alone is going to help him, especially that he's still going. Obviously, he's had his things throughout his career, but all right, let's go ahead and do the next one. All right, we got a Cub. So we have not duped the team yet. And again, I mean, I know it's a bullpen guy, so his base is going to be a little bit lower anyways, but still better out there. But maybe, I mean, with it being a bullpen guy, you're probably going to need him as a Cubs deck, so we'll take that. Next one. Oh my gosh. You know, the Reds and the Dodgers make it to the playoffs, and they're playing each other in the wild card. What a perfect time for Come To Us to troll in this pack opening by giving me the Turner to start and then the Parker right here, which I believe is a newer sig. And I am actively playing my Reds account and still doing pack openings, and I'll actually be doing that this week on Thursday on my channel is the plan. That one hurts. That one actually hurts. It's another vintage that would make it a really low dupe chance on my Reds deck, and definitely would have gone into the lineup. That is a big troll right there. Gosh darn it, man. All right, we're just going to move on. All right, so we get back-to-back vintages. Vintage Master is heating up. We got ourselves a Met right here. And that is a good card. Goodness gracious. A catcher, 70 fielding, and look at the batting. Oh my gosh. Mets got the troll with the playoffs and not making it, and then they get in that card right there. Mets fans, I'm sorry you had to see that. Goodness gracious. All right, we're going to keep going. It's getting ugly. Lopez, 22. Solid card, especially for the Marlins right there. Cannot complain about that one. Any Marlins decks, I apologize. Next up. Peacock, a little Astral right there. A decent card. That's actually some surprisingly low stamina for a starting pitcher. But I'm liking the location of Velo on it. That's honestly, the stamina is what brings that down, kind of like a bullpen guy. All right, let's go ahead and do the last silver. And a Ranger again. So that's the first team we've duped a card on, Zimmerman 01. And that's a beautiful closing pitcher card right there. Wow. Any Rangers, I apologize. All right, let's do the golds. Another Marlins, the second team, Garrett 23. Solid Marlin pitcher right there for them. Let's keep going. All right, another vintage, the second Royals. We've duped 3 teams in a row now. Montgomery 89, and another awesome closing pitcher right there in the bullpen for them. It's starting to get ugly here for all these teams now too. Last one of this set of 10, and we get a Diamondback Kim 01. Man, closing pitcher, 3 closing pitchers in a row. I know technically we opened Garrett before these two, but man, all solid right there. Any Diamondbacks decks, I apologize as well. Man, 3 solid closers right there. All right, let's do the next 7. 2018's now at the troll count, 5 on the troll counter. That's crazy. All right, first one of these next 7. Third Ranger we've seen. Rangers are getting hit hard today. It's not the greatest card though. I mean, for shortstop it is with the fielding, but obviously the batting stats could be a little better. But because he's a shortstop, the fielding is more important on that card, so it actually could be useful. I just don't. I'm assuming you guys have better options at shortstop, but I don't know. I haven't taken an in-depth look at their collection, so let's see the next one. Finally get our first A's, and that's an awesome card right there. Awesome card all around. A little bit slower on the speed, but beautiful. Any A's decks, I apologize. That's a really good card. All right, so we get Heaney, which I've pulled like 37 times when I had the Angels deck. Obviously a good card, but no use for me anymore. So, all right, let's see the last silver. Oh no, second to last silver. Get our first Yankee. Holmes, 65 base, solid location velo. You guys have better options of bullpen, but that's still a bullpen card, so it could be useful. All right, last one of these silvers. And never mind, that was a gold. I guess I'm colorblind, I didn't see it glowing. All right, so that's the 4th Ranger we've seen. Corey Seager. Goodness gracious. Any Rangers decks, it's a rough day for you guys. That's another beautiful card. Corey Seager 22. Fielding, not bad. Definitely seen better fielding on shortstop cards, but that's a solid card right there, man. I know that hits 2018 pretty good right there. All right, let's go do this gold up here. All right, so we get our first twin, Rogers right there. Another good bullpen guy. Let's finish with our last gold. You know what? I'm getting hit hard with the 2 trolls too today. The Dodgers one wasn't bad, but Parker and then now Friedel, and this is his best year. And I think he's one of the best cards you can get. I mean, look, this is actually a good, better 5-tool player card. 71 base, look at it all around the board. Could definitely would, I don't know if he would make the outfield because we do have a pretty strong outfield. I'd have to go look at it, especially with just pulling Parker. But man, that card would be useful, especially even if it was just to fill out the bench. Gosh darn it, man. 2 Reds and a Dodger. This has not been good so far for me. All right. Also, we're 17 likes off of the goal, 150 likes to get our bonus coupon. If you guys haven't liked the travel, we highly appreciate it. All right, let's go ahead and do the special packs right here. We got 2 of these. All right, let's just spam these. All right, we got a Giant for the first time, another vintage. Not the best in terms of batting stats, but not bad in terms of fielding, being 70 as a catcher. So let's see this one in the middle. Stan 16. Not his best year though, I think, with them, correct? I'm assuming he has, I think, what is his prime year? Is his prime year his best one? Is it 14 or 15? I don't remember. But an okay card, definitely better out there though. Let's see this last one. So 2 Giants in this one. Wow, that's a beautiful card right there. Huff. Wow, Giants decks, I apologize. We're obviously gonna take that one. 2 Giants right in the same one. Next one. 17, that's it. Yep. All right, let's do these all silvers. So another Yankee, Torres, obviously a beautiful card right there. Another twin and Gibson. Solid card. Last one. And another Diamondback. Carroll right there. I think I got to take him for sure. Look at that 73 base. Another beautiful card. Diamondbacks decks. It's been rough out here. Yeah, 59 home run season. Yep. Correct. Special position selective signature pack. We got to go bullpen on this because we need bullpen, guys. Come on, man. Please. Let's see a team in this one when it matters most. K. Thompson. Not bad in the bullpen, but I've seen better. Another bullpen guy. Obviously because I did the bullpen one, but pretty solid. Can this please be a bullpen guy for the White Sox? Get my first one right here. And no, 2 Cubs. Okay. I'll take the gold. All right, so we're not going to be doing any SIG combos today in this one. So we didn't get a team from a non-guaranteed team SIG pack today. So that's unfortunate, but that's okay because we still got 4 TSS packs. And then the special plus ones as well. So, or special and the special plus. So let's go ahead and do this thing. Can we do this? Get some new guys. We're not even gonna waste time on this one. It's 7:56 already. Let's go ahead and pop it. 3, 2, 1. You know what? It's not a bullpen guy. I would have loved for it to have been a bullpen guy, but he's a 72 base. Really high location velo. I think he's technically a little bit better than McDowell. We're gonna check real quick. No, I don't care. I don't want the surprise package right now. We're in the middle of something. Give me a second. Yeah, so he's better than McDowell. Technically, they are better than Crochet, so will it be worth it? I don't know, but that is a great SIG. So he's technically better. Is it worth GIing someone that's a little 1 point better overall basic stat wise? We'll have to go back and see. There's other needs that are kind of ahead of that right now as well. All right, let's do the next one. Come on, baby, come on. 4 likes away, y'all. Can we do it? Let's see, this is gonna be for number 2. We already have Frank Thomas 94. It's an awesome card, don't get me wrong, but we already have him. We have the lowest dupe chance possible with having vintage Frank Thomas already. And now we dupe him here again. Not long. I think actually the last big pack we did back in July was when we got Thomas. So the last time we really opened signature packs, we've gotten Thomas twice now. All right, I guess that's craft material. Let's keep going. This is not looking good, y'all. That's looking good though. Another diamond team SIG on this account. Yo, I need this on my Reds deck, please, man. Gosh, this team never fails to amaze me. We go and dupe vintage Frank Thomas in the games like, you know what? Here's a diamond TSS for you again. If this is a bullpen guy, I'm actually going to be a little jealous with my Reds deck, given we got trolled and then getting this. Goodness gracious. All right, let's see what it's gonna be. Well, he actually will never make it in the rotation. That's just an expensive diamond team SIG right there. 70 base, lower than Crochet, and then also lower than McDowell. But he's a diamond, so it doesn't hurt. We don't have to use a GI on him or anything. So that's cool. Not a dupe, but just wish it could have been a bullpen guy. Got a 60 GI as well. Beautiful. That's beautiful. All the luck went to that being a diamond. I can't stand this account. I actually can't stand this account. You know what? The game's like, sorry, wrong card. Here's your bullpen guy. Oh my gosh, I quit. Oh, get some rigs in the chat, y'all. You've got to be kidding me. As if the first team SIG diamond wasn't enough. They said, my bad. Oh, you wanted a bullpen guy? Here's another one. This team, man. This account is seriously the craziest pack I've ever seen. My Reds deck is crying in diamond team SIGs right now. Gosh, man. Well, we finally got our bullpen guy. We don't have to use Jai. Thanks. Oh my gosh, let's keep going. Let's keep going pitcher. We need pitchers in the bullpen and stuff, so. Until we get some more bullpen guys. All right, let's go right. Who's this gonna be? Closing pitcher right there. There's number 2. That's who we're gonna take unless this is a better one. Beautiful. They really gonna do me like that? I said, give me a bullpen guy. They said, all right, bet. They give me 2, a closing pitcher, and they give me Folk right here. Obviously, I'm taking the vintage because he's better as well, and he has a lower dupe chance. But why do you guys gotta do me like that? You couldn't have had someone else? I could use both these guys. But hey, there's number 2. We'll take the vintage. Beautiful. It's about time we filled out the bullpen on this team. Let's keep going. We're keeping to get the bullpen, guys. Let's go. Let's keep going. All right, so Cease, he has better years, and he wouldn't make my team, so we're not gonna use you. I'm hoping this is a bullpen guy over here. Please. Please be a bullpen guy. Third bullpen guy. Thank you. Hey, did we not just pull his prime earlier in the stream and made him a diamond? So now that diamond prime that we used the GI prime on is pointless. I said we need help in the bullpen. We're getting help. There's 3. Let's go. All right, last one. Let's do this thing. You know what? Actually, let's do the craft real quick. Let's do the craft. We can do a craft real quick. Yes, it's best Hendricks as well. We can do a craft. Let's do it. Let's do that before we do this last one. Let's see. We have dupes in the back. Hold on. We're gonna do that and then we'll be done, y'all. Let me get them out. I know we're running a little bit over. Did we hit the like goal as well, guys? I didn't see if we did. So, Frank Thomas is a dupe. Everyone else will keep. Who else do we have that's a dupe back here? I know we have someone that's a dupe. Wood is a dupe, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Wood's a dupe. Let's get him out of here. And let's use Frank Thomas and Wood for our craft. Hashtag rigged. I mean, what else can you say? It's like they're listening in. Let's go by type. Wood and Thomas. They're both dupes. We already have Wood. 3,000 stars now. I mean, 3,000 club coins. Let's take our TSS craft. Thank you very much. Let's open this up, finish off with the special plus TSS, and then go from there. We're 6 likes off. Can we get it, y'all? Can we get it? You guys have likes grab? We're 150 is the goal. We're 6 likes off. Can we get it? All right, let's get our 4th bullpen guy right here. 3, 2, 1. I think he's actually the lowest base stat White Sox SIG you can get, or tied for it at 64. We already have a better third baseman, I believe, which I think is another Moncada. Could be wrong. Yeah, Moncada 19 to 68, base stat was a 64. So we got a dupe Moncada, that's his worst year. So we took 2 dupes to craft and we got a worse dupe. Oh well. It's all good because we're finishing off right here with this. Come on. We're going bullpen again. Come on. 4 bullpen guys would be huge right here. We got the plus. Come on. Left. All right. We just pulled you. Awesome card. I don't need you. Okay? Okay. Let's go right. Giolito, you're cool, man, but not cool enough. You got better years. Let's bonus chance it. Come on. This has got to be not Hendricks. Please. I want one more bullpen guy. All right. I'll probably just take C since he's a gold. None of these guys are useful. Hendricks was a dupe. Giolito is a silver. They're both the same basic stat as Cease, so I'll just take Cease the gold. Sadly, the Specials TSS Plus that I was looking forward to the most is actually the only pack to really not give us anything. Oh well, though. We just got... Actually, I don't want to waste the stars, so I'm going to go Giolito. I forgot that he's the bonus chance. I don't want to waste 3,000 stars just for a gold, so I'm going to take Giolito. I forgot that the bonus was Cease, and I'm not feeling like wasting 3,000 stars on a card I'm never going to use, so... All right, y'all. Huge upgrade to the team today. We got 3 new bullpen guys, one of them being a diamond already that won't have to use a GI on, and that was our biggest need coming into this. We didn't improve, I think, anywhere else because we really didn't use much for that. But we got 3 out of the 7 bullpen guys we need to start filling that out. So pitching got much stronger today. I'd say that was a huge W, and we have a lot of guys to work on now, especially in the bullpen. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Yeah, John, I'm glad I realized that. I saw the 3,000 stars, and I'm like, I forgot that he was the bonus and that it cost 3,000 stars. I don't even know if I've actually ever chosen the bonus before and wasted 3,000 stars or not. But yeah, when I realized that, I was like, Giolito, it's not worth him being a gold. Yeah, we do need a catcher as well. That's another big area. We need a catcher. That's probably one of our next biggest things, especially with how important they are when it comes to fielding and trying to get a good set on them and laser beam. So... all right, that pretty much does it for the pack opening in the stream. I appreciate you guys hanging out. We did hit the goal, I believe, for the bonus coupon. So we should have both coupon codes going in the chat right now. A premium trainer recruit ticket and a league ball recharge ticket for the normal coupon, and the bonus is 2 league ball recharge tickets. So both of those should be on in right now. Also, this poll should be finished. Producer, can you go ahead and end the poll? It's a very close battle, over 200 votes. Producer, go ahead and end the poll now that we're ending the stream so we can get our final count on the poll. And there we go. All right, poll is finished. We asked you guys during the stream today who is going to win the AL MVP. Extremely close call right here. 209 votes. 51% said Aaron Judge. 49% said Cal. So off by a couple of votes right there. The chat was super divided. I figured that would be the case. That does not surprise me that it was literally 1% off. We will find out who wins the MVP here in a couple of weeks, and we'll come back to that poll and see if chat was right or not. Very divided. I figured that would be the case. It's a very polarizing topic right now, so awesome stuff. Appreciate you guys hitting for the goal as well. If you guys are on iOS or Apple devices, you guys can use... if you guys are on iOS or Apple device, you guys have to use the link in the chat. Take it to your browser, and then it'll take you back to your inbox to get your rewards. If you guys are on Android, you can do the link version or the in-game version, which I'm about to show you guys right now. So if you guys click on the gold event up here, and then click on coupon code behind my face cam, click on that. Click on the banner right here that says Coupon Exchange Shop, and then if you type in the end of the links, which are MLB 9i 2025 wild card, I believe. Use coupon. We've already used it to test it, but it'll say it's been redeemed if you haven't. That's for the normal. And then if you type in the end of the link on the bonus, which is SEP, if I could type, goodness gracious, 25 9i bonus. Use coupon. It's already been used because we tested it already, but it'll say it's been redeemed. Go to your inbox, and you should see those items right there to collect. And you guys are good to go. You guys are awesome. We'll be back in 2 weeks from now here on the Innings channel. Probably working on upgrading some of these new guys and stuff like that. And then we'll be back next week on the Rivals channel at 7 p.m. Eastern time as well to work over there and possibly do some more live match and stuff on the Nats deck. So you guys are awesome. By the time we meet again, I believe we will be on to the conference championship rounds for the MLB playoffs. So we'll have a lot to talk about. A lot will change before then. By next week on the Rivals account, we'll be done with the wild card and the divisional round. We have a lot to talk about. Fun time of year here in the postseason. You guys are awesome. Have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.